welcome to my kitchen. Tonight we're making arroz con gandules. If you've ever gone to Puerto Rican restaurant, or Dominican restaurant, or Cuban restaurant, you have probably eaten arroz con gandules. And if not, then I'm going to show you how to make it so that you can just enjoy this fantastic rice and bean recipe. So let's get started. So I already cooked the pigeon peas. Now it doesn't really matter what color pigeon peas you're going to use. You can use brown or green. If you're going to use the canned pigeon peas, use half of a can of pigeon peas. Along with the pigeon peas, I have 2 cups of white rice that I washed. I have 1 onion diced, half of a green pepper, half of a red pepper, and 2 ajicitos diced. I have olives, 3 garlic cloves, cilantro, half of a tomato, and half a can of tomato sauce. And I'm using, instead of ham, I'm using ham flavoring. So you don't have to use ham if you don't want. I'm also using 1 pack of chicken broth or chicken cube, bouillon cube, whatever you can find. Along with this, these dry ingredients, I'm also going to use these dry ingredients over here. I'm using some salt, pepper, oregano, cumin, onion powder, sazon, and the sazon I made homemade. You can use the store-bought one if you want, if you prefer. So let's get started. Now this is the ham. Now this is what I'm telling you. If you want to use ham, you can use any kind of ham. This is the ham that I have, but I'm not using it tonight. So I just wanted to show you. So we're adding the onions first. We're going to add the peppers. So we're going to put them in. So we're adding the red peppers, the green peppers, and the ajicito peppers. We're not going to put the garlic until like close to when I finish adding everything else. So I'm going to stir this up. Now we're going to add the diced tomatoes. Along with that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sofrito. Now, I forgot to mention that I had sofrito to add to the recipe. So this is the sofrito that I made homemade, but you can buy the store. You can use the store-bought one if you want. So after adding the sofrito, I'm going to let everything cook down for about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to add a half a can of tomato sauce. You can use tomato paste if you wish. It doesn't really matter. But I'm using tomato sauce tonight. I'm also going to add the dry seasoning. I'm going to add the ham flavoring, and I'm going to add the chicken bouillon cube or chicken broth. I'm adding 1 pack of ham flavoring to the sofrito, and I'm also adding 1 pack of chicken broth to the sofrito also. So now I'm going to add the rest of the dry seasoning. I'm adding the salt and pepper, the cumin, oregano, the onion powder, and the sazon. And in addition to that, I'm going to add a handful of cilantro, and then I'm going to add the rice, the 2 cups of rice. So after I add the cilantro, I'm going to add the rice, and then I'm going to stir the rice up in the sofrito and coat the rice and cook the rice for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to add 3 cups of water. So now that we added the water, we're gonna let this cook down for at least 25 minutes, uncovered. And when the rice is completely absorbed, we're going to stir the rice up, and then we're going to cover it back up and let it cook down for at least 15 more minutes on low. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fluff the rice. I'm going to take the rice from the bottom, and I'm going to basically just take it from the bottom, put it to the top. So basically you're taking the soft rice or the cooked rice from the bottom and you're putting it at the top. So you're just basically moving the rice around. So that's all you're going to do. And then after you do that, you're going to cover this up. You're going to let it cook down for about another, I'm going to say 15 minutes. And if you need more water at this point, then you can just add some. Okay, so now that we stirred the rice up, we're going to add the olives. So you can either leave them whole or you can chop these up. I'm just going to leave them whole, and I'm going to add probably some more olives in it. But at this moment, this is what I'm going to add. And now I'm going to add the beans, because the beans are, like I said, add them to the last, when you get to the last part of cooking the rice, and so that the beans don't overcook. So you're going to just mix everything together. And if you want to add more beans, add more beans. If you want to add more olives, add more olives. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let this cook down. I'm going to cover it up for about maybe 15 minutes, and I will be back. Look how delicious this looks. Almost ready. Okay. Yeah, it's ready. Look at this. Nice and fluffy. Okay. Alright guys, so we are going to serve this. Look at this. This is the bomb. Look at that. Okay. Well guys, this is my delicious arroz con gandules. And I'm eating it with, I made some fried plantains, arroz on the side, and I cut up some avocado and tomato. So I'm going to have avocado salad. And I'm going to add some salt and pepper and stuff on it. But I just wanted to show you how delicious this came out. Okay guys, so you know I have to try this arroz con gandules for myself, so you'll know how delicious it tastes, right? Okay. So here it goes. Look at how delicious this is. Look at this. Yes, it's delicious. You can taste everything down to the cilantro. You guys gotta try this. And you don't need any ham for this. Everybody says put ham in it. You don't need ham. I make this all the time, and I don't use ham because sometimes I'll forget to buy it. But like I said, you can use the ham flavoring. But anyway guys, I thank you for taking the time out to watch my video. Please stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Have a good night. God bless. Bye-bye.